This tutorial is going to cover how I as a teacher go see how my students did on the pretest. And what we'll do is begin by clicking this little link to data up in the top corner of the screen. Now, data has two sides to it. One side is the gradebook side. The gradebook side, in this case, just says if a student completed an assignment. That green check tells me nothing about how a student did on that grammar pretest. All that tells me is the student answered all the 25 questions I gave them, which is good info to know. The more interesting side is the mastery side. So if I were to click Mastery, what I can now see are the different topics that I've assigned to have students work on. For example, active and passive voice. What this 2% shows me is that out of all my students, as a whole class, we're about 2% there to getting everybody to understand active and passive voice. And if I click active and passive voice, I can then see broken down student by student how they're doing on these different components of active and passive voice. Now, to be fair, I only have one test student, and I just went back and did this pre-assessment, and I bombed it. I did horribly. I took that assessment faster than anyone's ever taken an assessment before. And so what I see for this is that active or passive voice 1, student had one practice attempt question, and they are just starting off. And for a bunch of them, I hit I don't know, so I don't even have data because I didn't even attempt a bunch of the practice questions for this assignment. I just hit I don't know as a student. The more interesting thing for us then will be now, how do we make an assignment for students for active and passive voice that when I have all my students in my class have taken that pretest, and we see a bunch of different colored dots here because I have some kids that are at level 4 and they've got it in these different subject areas, and some kids that are starting off and everything in between. How do I make one assignment that targets all of them individually right where they need to be and teaches them right what they're ready to learn without wasting their time, but also without giving them something they're not ready for? And that's what we're going to cover in the next tutorial, is how to make an assignment.